I just lost my fucking wallet. And not only did I lose my wallet, but I also lost our business wallet. And all of this occurred because we went to reserve a U-Haul. We reserved a U-Haul this morning. Got it done around 12 p.m. They were open. They should have had our reservation good to fucking go, right? We get here around 6 p.m. and I'm alone right now because I came back to U-Haul. I'll finish that story, but we get there at 6:15, whatever. Nobody's there, of course, because we're doing an after hours pickup, and the reservation is not ready. There's no way to actually get the truck or any of that because they just actually didn't complete our reservation or, do anything to where we could actually, leave with the truck. So spend 25 minutes driving to the U-Haul, whatever, and so that's a waste of time. That sucks ass. And then while I'm there, I spent 15-20 minutes on the phone while I'm there trying to get a hold of somebody through their national service, whatever the fuck. And long story short, I'm not able to get a hold of anybody, and this whole time I have my wallet in my hands and I'm just sitting there outside of the U-Haul building trying to figure out what we're gonna do. So they end up transferring me. They transfer me back to the U-Haul to where I'm at, and of course nobody is there, so it literally just basically goes to a voicemail and there's nothing I can do. So through all of that frustration, I end up leaving my fucking wallet. And not only do I leave my wallet, but I leave the business wallet that has our credit cards, my ID, my cards, important shit that we need to run the business. And so I don't even notice that until I get 30 minutes back home, realize that, and then, I have to jet back 30 minutes back the other way, just me, myself, and I, because I'm the one that made the mistake, hoping that my wallet and the business wallet was going to be there. And if you haven't guessed it by now already, the fucking wallets were gone, both of them. So we've already locked one card. The others I'll have to do when I get home, whatever the case is. Fucking got the ambulance turning in on me right now. And so I thought this would be a perfect time to state that, as always, as anybody should know, life is not always going to go as planned. Things are not always going to go like you would like them to. Things are not always going to work out. In the long run, they will. I do believe in the long run, as long as you're putting in the work and staying consistent, everything will work out in the long run. But life is going to throw hurdles. Life is going to throw speed bumps at you. And life is going to see what it can do to try to fuck with you along the way when you're getting closer and closer to success, and when you're leaving the old state of mind, the older version of you, because you're constantly growing. And whenever you are truly growing out of the old version of you, especially, life is going to throw a bunch of shit at you, trying to keep you back in place, trying to keep you back in the life that you are trying to escape, because you're trying to better yourself, and that version of you doesn't want to let go. The universe, the God inside you, whatever it is, it doesn't want to let go of that old version of you because it's comfortable and it's not ready for change. It's not ready for, all the things that come with success, more stress, sometimes, not necessarily all the time, but more stress, a lot of problems. And these are all things that as you get better in life and grow and learn, you'll be able to take on easier and, complete easier and get these problems out of the way faster. But I say all that to say life is not going to go as planned. And the whole reason that we had to get a U-Haul in the first place was for a junk removal job that we are doing tomorrow, which we're still going to have to come back again in the morning and get a U-Haul, except I'm not sure how we're going to actually pay for it this time. Probably going to have to use, one of our personal cards that's not in my wallet to get these jobs going. But, it was going to be a normal pickup, a normal thing, a normal occurrence. Go pick up a U-Haul. We've done it many a time during and after hours. Of course, during hours, he's always going to be better, which we've learned, this is the first time this has happened, but now it's just to be safe. there's no reason to even try to do after hour pickups, you know? It's like we just need to make sure they're open and go pick it up while they're fucking open. But I could sit here and be mad, be angry, be pissed off. I could be fucking yelling at the screen. I could spend the rest of the evening all pissed off, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like this hasn't bothered me and this isn't frustrating, because I did have other things on my to-do list today, as you know, including finishing a song, eating food, you know, getting my macros in, and finishing my 10,000 steps. And some of these things I'm still gonna do, it's just gonna be later. And some of the things I'm not gonna have time to necessarily do and complete. And I could be mad, I could be upset, or I could just go with the flow. Everything is happening for a reason, even though everything is not going as planned. And you just have to roll with the punches. Life isn't perfect. And if you allow life to constantly stress you out, allow life to constantly put you in this position of why me, why, you know, why is everything always, you know, going against me? Why is nothing ever working out? You're letting the universe, this version of yourself, you're letting this version of complacency win, and it's stopping you from growing. And when you truly know that everything is going to be all right in the long run, that everything is going to work out, and that you are on the right path, that you are putting in the work that you need to, you're able to just take a step back after you've reflected a little bit. And these videos help me do that as well. It's going to allow you to reflect, take a step back, and realize, hey, this is just a small moment in time, a small blip in my entire life. Ask yourself, am I even going to remember this 5 years from now, let alone 5 months from now? And if the answer is no, then chances are you should stop worrying about the bullshit that you're stressing over, because it's not really going to matter. So I could be stressed out and frustrated and be super angry about my cards being gone and worry this, all this, whatever. Or I can just realize, again, things happen. I'm human. I made a mistake. Tomorrow I'll get all the situations figured out, and new cards ordered, whatever, and we'll get that job done tomorrow, however we have to, as far as paying for the U-Haul, and we will move on. This will be something that will just be, you know, another learning experience that adds on to life. Just another simple reminder that to pay attention to the details. I should have noticed my wallet sitting right there on the ground when I stood up and got back in the car. I should have, but I didn't. And now it's costed me time that I won't ever get back, and, you know, a little bit of anger and frustration that I can move on from. But again, this is a great way to make a little video. The moral of the story is, no matter what happens, life is going to happen. You got to roll with the punches. You might not get to that destination exactly how you want, but as long as you keep putting in the work, you will get to that destination somehow, some way. So just keep putting in that work. If you're going to get mad, angry, sad, whatever, feel some type of emotion because of a situation, feel that for 5 minutes, get it in, get it out of your system, then let it go and move on, because it's not the end of the world. Like I said, are you going to remember this situation 5 months from now, or better yet, 5 years from now? The answer is most likely always going to be no. So don't worry about the little shit. Keep pushing forward, and we'll see you in the next video, gang.